Most men waste their strongest hours without even realizing it. They scroll, they consume, they stay busy, but unchanged. And then they wonder why life never shifts in their favor. What Stoicism reveals is uncomfortable. Power is not built in moments of excitement. It is built in moments no one cares about. No applause, no witnesses, no validation. While others chase stimulation, a disciplined man chooses boredom on purpose. Because boredom forces clarity, and clarity builds control. What you repeat in silence becomes your advantage. What you avoid when no one is watching becomes your weakness. This is why two men can live the same life on the surface. Yet one slowly becomes unshakable, while the other stays trapped in noise. Quiet power doesn't announce itself. It accumulates, and when it finally shows, it looks effortless. Why time, wasted, weakens the mind. Most people believe wasted time is harmless, a way to relax, a way to disconnect. Stoicism sees it differently. Time wasted is not neutral. It slowly trains the mind to avoid effort, discomfort, and stillness. Each hour spent chasing stimulation weakens your ability to focus, endure, and think independently. A distracted mind becomes reactive. An entertained mind becomes dependent. This is why so many men feel mentally tired, but internally empty. Their days are full, yet their inner strength never grows. They are busy, but undisciplined. The Stoics warned that whatever you practice daily becomes your nature. If you practice distraction, you inherit weakness. If you practice restraint, you build control. Time is not just something you spend. It is something that shapes you. Waste it, and your mind slowly decays. Invest it, and your mind becomes a weapon. Hobby 1. Reading what demands effort. Weak men read to escape reality. Strong men read to confront it. Effortful reading forces the mind to slow down, focus, and wrestle with ideas that are uncomfortable or unfamiliar. There is no instant reward, no dopamine spike, only resistance. And that resistance is the point. When you train yourself to sit with difficult thoughts, you build patience. You build mental endurance. You learn to think instead of react. Most people avoid books that challenge them. They prefer content that agrees, entertains, and reassures. Stoicism demands the opposite. Growth begins where comfort ends. A man who can concentrate deeply cannot be easily manipulated. A man who thinks clearly does not follow emotional crowds. Reading that demands effort is not a hobby. It is mental training in its purest form. Hobby 2. Solitary, physical training. Most men train to be seen. The Stoic trains to be disciplined. Solitary physical training removes performance and leaves only truth. There is no crowd to impress, no energy to borrow, no validation to chase. Just the body, the breath, and resistance. Training alone forces honesty. You cannot hide behind motivation or noise. You either show up or you don't. Over time, this builds something deeper than strength: self-command. While group training feeds ego, solitude feeds consistency. Each repetition becomes a lesson in restraint and endurance. The body obeys because the mind is in control. A man who can push himself without witnesses develops quiet confidence, and confidence built in silence cannot be shaken by opinion or pressure. Hobby 3. Writing to clarify. Thought: most men think they know what they believe until they try to write it down. Writing strips away illusion. It exposes confusion, contradictions, and emotional noise. On the page, vague thoughts collapse. Only what is clear survives. This is why Stoics valued writing as discipline, not expression. It is not about venting feelings. It is about organizing the mind. Each sentence forces precision. Each paragraph demands responsibility for your own thinking. A man who does not write is often ruled by unexamined thoughts. A man who writes regularly learns to separate facts from impulses, judgment from reaction. Clarity is power, and writing is how clarity is forged. When your thoughts are ordered, your actions become deliberate. Hobby 4. Walking alone without distraction. Most people cannot walk without escaping into noise. Music, podcasts, endless input. Walking alone without distraction restores something rare: the ability to be present with your own mind. Each step slows the body. Each breath steadies the thoughts. There is nothing to consume, nothing to react to, only awareness. This practice weakens impulsiveness and strengthens observation. You begin to notice patterns, emotions, and tensions you normally outrun. Over time, the mind becomes calmer, less reactive, and more deliberate. Stoics understood that movement paired with silence sharpens judgment. A man who can walk with his thoughts is no longer controlled by boredom or anxiety. Stillness in motion builds inner stability, and stability is a form of power few possess. Hobby 5. Practicing deliberate silence. Most men speak to fill space. The Stoic speaks only when necessary. Deliberate silence is not social withdrawal. It is energy control. By speaking less, you conserve attention, reduce emotional leakage, and sharpen awareness. You begin to hear what others miss. Silence creates pressure. People reveal more when you do not rush to respond. They expose motives, insecurities, and intentions without realizing it. This is not manipulation. It is observation. Stoicism teaches restraint before expression. A man who controls his words controls his presence. He is not pulled into arguments or distractions he does not respect. Silence slows interactions, and whoever controls the pace holds the power. Quiet men are often underestimated until it's too late. Hobby 6. Skill mastery with no audience. Most people learn only when someone is watching. The Stoic learns in obscurity. Skill mastery without an audience removes shortcuts and ego. There is no applause to chase, no image to protect. Progress becomes slow, private, and honest. Mistakes are faced, not hidden. This kind of practice builds real confidence, the kind that doesn't depend on praise. Each hour invested compounds silently, forming competence that cannot be taken away by opinion or circumstance. Stoicism values mastery over display. A man who sharpens a skill in solitude is preparing leverage for the future, not validation for the present. What is built without witnesses becomes unshakable, and when the moment arrives, that quiet preparation reveals its weight. Weak men entertain themselves. Strong men prepare. Weak men use time to escape themselves. They chase comfort, distraction, and easy pleasure. Not because life is hard, but because stillness exposes their lack of control. Strong men do the opposite. They prepare in silence. They choose habits that strengthen discipline rather than numb it. While others seek relief, they build capacity. While others consume, they refine. Entertainment offers instant comfort and long-term weakness. Preparation offers short-term discomfort and lasting power. This is the trade most men refuse to make. Stoicism teaches that character is forged, not found. And it is forged when no one is applauding the effort. Preparation is rarely exciting. That is why it separates men so cleanly. One path keeps you busy, but fragile. The other makes you calm, capable, and dangerous. Strong men are not born ready. They are built quietly. Power is built in the hours. No one respects these hobbies will never impress the crowd. They are quiet, slow, often boring, and that is exactly why they work. While others waste time chasing stimulation, you've learned to invest it in discipline. You've trained focus instead of distraction, restraint instead of impulse, preparation instead of performance. Stoicism was never about appearing strong. It was about becoming unshakable. The hours spent in silence, effort, and solitude do not disappear. They accumulate. They harden the mind. They stabilize the character. Power does not arrive suddenly. It reveals itself after long periods of invisibility. By the time others notice the difference, it is already permanent. You do not need motivation. You need standards. Build yourself when no one is watching. Because when pressure arrives, and it always does, only the prepared remain calm. That calm is not luck. It is earned.